Previously on The Creation of Us.
My first birth plan choice was to do an at-home birth, but to compromise, I will labor in the beginning at home and then do the hard labor at the hospital and deliver at the hospital. For me, I'm physically done and ready to just like be one with her.
Doctor says that the baby's measuring actually 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
So who knows, she literally could be here any day.
Big debut. Are you ready?
I don't think she's ready.
No.
This is baby Freya. And she was born October 4th at 8 pounds, 4 ounces, and 20 inches.
Yep, via C-section.
Yep, via elective C-section.
Yeah, that wasn't planned. By like the last couple, I think the last couple weeks of my pregnancy, I was so big and she was getting so big and I couldn't, something just didn't feel right. So I called my doctor and I was like, listen, like I have a question about C-sections. And she was like, okay, like, you know, what is it? And I was like, can I have one? Because I want one and I don't want to wait anymore. They're like, listen, if you're really serious about this, we have an opening at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, this was Thursday night, so that meant like the Friday morning of the 4th. And I was like, yeah, we're doing this. So.
You could imagine my face. I was like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like as in the day after today.
Her due date was October 4th, and she was actually born still on her due date.
So today is October 4th. It's the baby's birthday.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so fat. I can't wait to have my body back.
It's the baby's due date and we're here, we're at the hospital. And Christen is having a C-section, so we're about to be taken in just a bit.
By the time everything was happening, right, like you walked in and I was like,
yeah.
Hi!
She was like,
They were so drugged up.
I'm so happy to see you. I was like, oh my god.
No, really though, all of a sudden it was like everything was like calm and everything was quiet and I couldn't move any of my limbs at that point. So it was kind of like, all right, this is happening. There's no turning back either way. Yeah. And by the time you got in, I was already cut open. The one thing that I was waiting for the whole time was her cry. Because I was like, oh God, like she has to cry, because then I know like everything is okay. So when he said, okay, it's baby time, and I heard like a like I heard a squeak, and then I didn't hear anything, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I heard this wail, and I'm like, yeah. She's breathing, this is wonderful.
She was out really, really fast. Like I think from the time I got in there 15 minutes after they kind of started like with the epidural and all that. She was out in like under 10 minutes. Because Christen had a C-section, I was the first one to do skin on skin with her.
It's like they passed the baby and you're like, wait, okay,
yeah.
No, not me yet? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, you do you. All right, hold on, can I, now? And they're like, nope, and you're like, all right, never mind.
Because I like ran over, I was like cutting the cord and I'm like sitting with her.
Yeah, you got to do so many cool things.
Yeah.
And I'm like laying there and I'm like, where is she? Like, is she here? I can hear her.
Are you gonna cover your face?
Oh, of course. She's like, it's your pictures, please. Your pictures, please.
Our families all came to the hospital the day of to see her, and I know like my mom was going back and forth. Your mom was there like basically all day.
Yeah, then it was like a revolving door from then on.
So many friends, family members, oh my God. From our list, we had so many different names that we didn't pick it almost until the day we were bringing her home. And everybody was like, what's her name? What's her name? Do you pick a name? What's her name? Like, I was nervous that whatever we picked, if we picked like the day that she came out, in like 2 weeks, she wasn't gonna look like that anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up picking Freya. It was on our list. We wanted something that was different.
Yeah, we did.
And it's actually, it's Nordic.
She's the goddess of love and fertility, and in the Nordic mythology.
A little smushed in there.
the first, maybe I would say first week that when Freya was home with us, when we would be up in the middle of the night, actually Oliver would bark at us when she would cry. Because I mean, we were trying to figure her out. We're like, what cry is this? Does she have to be changed? Is she tired? So it would take us a second.
Yeah.
And he would bark at us like, are you gonna take care of that baby? Or like, do I? Like, what's the deal here? What's taking you so long?
It's so funny. Oliver likes to just sit on the couch and stare at her while Christen either nurses her or bottle feeds her. And he just sniffs her feet and stares at her. Missy thinks that this is her baby and that
Yes.
she gave birth to her.
You're on duty?
You're so pretty.
You're so good, Miss Moo. Lily couldn't care less. No, we're afraid. Oh, okay. And then Teddy actually surprised us too because
When we got home, he was
yeah,
protecting her from the dogs.
I think the three things that stand out the most for me about being a parent.
Honestly, everything is about this baby.
Yeah, and I think everything is kind of, you have to be okay with it being one, a day by day thing, like when it comes down to like me, like with nursing and versus bottle feeding.
Yeah, it's all trial and error.
I'm so happy that you love her the way that you do. Not that I thought that you wouldn't, but that makes me so happy because of the way like that I love her from carrying her. It's just this incredible feeling. Every time I look at Freya, you're gonna hate me one day.
You're gonna move away
You're
one
gonna
day.
move away one day. The first week we looked at her and we would cry and we're like, she's so small, I love her so much, like, she's so beautiful. We wanna give her the world. I'm seeing so much of myself in her that it's kind of like helping me connect with her a little bit too. Then like seeing like you guys together, it's just the most euphoric feeling. I don't know if I could actually explain it unless you've like had a kid.
Yeah, I was just terrified until I held her. And I was like, yep, this is perfect.